Is the internet slow? Are we live? I don't think so. Okay. There we go. We live. We live now.
Who's live?
We are. You are.
Your mom live. Your mom is live. Uh-oh. Got 2 viewers. Got 2 viewers. How can we see who our viewers are with this view?
They'll come up on the side as they start
Shazam.
as they start talking.
Then popped in the 8. Yo, can y'all hear us? Can y'all hear us? You can hear us. Give us a nice little thumbs up. A nice little yo. What's up, Iman? We just talked about you, Iman. We was about to tag you. Peaches, what's up, Peaches? And say hello, Candace, to the world.
Hi. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to share. I'm trying to share the video.
How'd your kids? How'd your wife? Bull Talk is back. Yo, Carter, what's up? What's up, Les? Did I miss my opportunity to get down on the New Year's Eve lottery tickets? I would like to see if I could be involved. Oh, gosh. Say hello to the people. Say hi.
Say hi.
No, say hi. What are you trying to do?
Okay, Anthony is here. Okay, I don't have to tag him. He's
right
here. I'm sorry. I was just trying to share
say
this.
what's up. Oh, we at 20. What's up, folks?
Welcome back.
Welcome
okay,
back.
Thanks.
How's everybody been since our last Bull Talk? I know y'all ain't go nowhere, but just like how y'all doing in the house. Tell me how y'all doing in the house. How you doing in the house?
I'm all right. How
You
you
all right?
doing in the house?
I'm all right. Why you roll your eyes? Why you roll your eyes? This gonna be interesting.
All right, I'm gonna get off my phone.
Yeah, you should. Time to pull up. I know y'all ain't forget that we got these bowls with our names on them.
We're bringing the bowls back.
Bowls back.
Wait, that's not fair.
What's not fair?
I didn't open my wine yet.
You should have been prepared.
Jeez, I'm sorry, y'all.
Our production set has been infiltrated.
All right, I am drinking sweet strawberry wine. What you drinking?
Drinking Lagunitas IPA. Cheers.
Cheers.
I've been waiting for this beer for like an hour.
You've been waiting for this bowl talk.
I've been waiting for this
a
bowl
long
talk
time.
forever. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to why it's been so long since we had the bowl talk. We gonna address the the elephant in the room. We gonna get right to it really soon.
Wait a minute. So not only did you blame me for this, which might be true, but then you called me an elephant.
No, I did not call
you
you
said
an
the
elephant.
wife, the elephant.
No, I was using a colloquialism.
You should have used something else.
Using a colloquialism. Anybody know what colloquialism mean?
We're gonna shout out Anthony and Val for the bowls.
For the bowls.
I've never had strawberry wine. All right, let's get to it.
You had strawberry wine last week.
I did.
She did. And I drank the rest of that shit
You didn't
yesterday.
have to do that though.
What? I wanted to tell everybody I was drinking strawberry wine. That's why I did it. What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing, man? Y'all got to engage with us, you know?
DeAndre, get to the topic.
Get to the topic.
Mm-hmm.
No, you want to address the topic why we ain't been on in a while?
Let's
talk
address
about
it.
that?
I own up to my stuff, so come on.
So talk about it. I've been begging Candace for a bowl talk for 3 months. It's easily been 3 months. I get random text messages like, yo, where bowl talk at? I be on Zooms. Where bowl talk at? I've been in the bowling alley and they tell me something, where bowl talk at? You know what I can say every time? Nothing. I can't say shit. I be like, yo, I'm ready. And then boom, somebody don't be ready.
Where has bowl talk been, DeAndre? How come?
I don't know where it's been. These bowls had dust on them. I washed mine. I didn't wash Candace's.
Because he's trifling.
I'm not trifling.
Okay, go ahead. Why don't you explain why I ain't want to do bowl talk?
I don't know why you ain't want to do bowl talk. I can't speak for you.
Seriously?
I don't know. Oh,
why don't you tell your side of the story?
Hold up, yo. The whole time we was looking at some still comments.
Wow.
Oh, what's up?
Mayu.
What's up, Alyssa?
Alyssa.
Yeah, Tony Santos.
Tony.
Kirsten was popping.
Y'all drink coquito?
Oh,
we should have had the coquito.
Hold up. Val taking shots. She said I aged in 2 months.
Oh.
It's actually my mustache. It's due
Val for the win.
It's due for a trimming. That's why I have a hat on because I ain't shaving like
y'all are here using big words.
Colloquialism. That's right, cuz.
I
I should have been drinking a rye. The last time some arrived on my porch, they was only here for like 3 hours. Like I drank both bottles in 3 hours.
By himself. Always. You can't wait.
If I ask Candace, do you want something? And she tell me no.
I like to wait a little bit. Like, okay, let me get my dinner together, whatever.
I arrived at the conclusion that she didn't want nothing, so I drank it.
Okay, Now I want you to explain. Why we ain't had no bowl talk, DeAndre? Why I ain't want to do it?
Yo, I really don't know what you're trying to get at.
Seriously?
Why you don't want to do it? Is it what? Is it because our setup? Oh, it's because of the kids.
And what else?
You're I don't know. Man.
You don't know. DeAndre's a diva. That's why. Okay.
Oh, shit.
He's a diva, and when it comes to production, he be like, he wants, everything like perfect, and I'm like, oh, let's do this. Oh, I don't want to do that because I didn't like that, and I was like, man, forget it. I don't want to do it.
Oh, so are you insinuating that we had beef at the end of the last show?
Yes, we did.
Oh shit! Producers almost wrote your ass out the show, but we ain't even gonna talk about all that.
And then the kids be interrupting though. Like, I don't know. I mean, y'all can drop in the comments and let me know what you think about that. Right now, they're occupied, and we're gonna just speed this on up. We're not gonna speed it up, but we're gonna move along because, before they start bothering us. But I don't know. Like, who wants to be watching an adult show with children coming and talking and jumping all over us? And I just feel like I felt like it just wasn't right. It wasn't the right.
We got the children being adults.
It wasn't the right time. No, we got the children because you didn't want to get off of me.
Or that's a whole nother conversation. That's not even one of them combos.
Hey, Amelia.
Not even one of them
Val, he is a diva. Okay, yeah. He is a diva. You know what? No, I don't want this type of setup. I want that setup.
We was arguing today about was we gonna do this on a computer or was we gonna do it on my phone?
Why? The setup. The setup. He's such a diva.
He's such a diva. It almost ain't happened.
He's such a diva. It had production. Yeah. That's all DeAndre.
Actually, it looks pretty good on the.
Okay, so Iman said the kids interrupting makes it real. Okay.
Facts.
Listen, I own up to my stuff. Okay, so like I will tell y'all that it was me. I was being stubborn. We had some beef over him being a diva, over production and the children. I just felt like, I don't want them to keep interrupting. But if y'all don't care, then all right.
I just want to get the people what they want. That's all. I want to get the people what they want.
All right,
every time I got a message about Bowl Talk, I slide it in there. Like she right before she about to go to sleep, I be like, "Good night, baby," and that Bowl Talk need to have this.
He does.
And that's
he does. He does. Shit. He be like, "Oh, they asked me about Bowl Talk. Oh, you got sticker. Oh, everybody been asking me about Bowl Talk. We gotta go to Bowl Talk." And I'm like, "All right."
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the Bowl Talks though. I will say that. It's just that the co-host of the Bowl Talk was a diva. That's all.
Well, look.
I like y'all. I like interacting with y'all.
I just need to get paid what I'm worth, and then we can make.
Man, get to the topic, yo. Get to the topic before the people zone out.
It's all right. They popping in and out.
That's fine.
Riff, I see you said you got some coquito in the fridge. We had a bottle of coquito that Candace had made for Anwar.
And what happened?
Anwar ain't come get it.
And then what happened?
We drank that shit.
We drank it?
You had some.
I had this much. Of the bottle. DeAndre drank the whole thing. So Kirsten, sorry for mispronouncing your name. Kirsten, when you said we should have had some arrived, and I said as soon as it arrived, DeAndre drank it. We could have had the coquito for tonight. He drank it earlier, literally like 2 hours ago. All of it.
So your glass that I put back in there, that don't count?
DeAndre, I had this much.
Well, you be bullshitting.
This much, see?
She be bullshitting.
You have to savor.
You can't play with the coquito. You know why it wouldn't pour right? Whatever was that? The cinnamon you put in there?
Why?
The cinnamon?
Cinnamon stick, yeah.
The cinnamon stick was blocking the spot.
Okay, you got real serious.
I was, because I went to pour it and it came out. And I was like, is this doo-doo in my coquito? I didn't know what it was. It caught me off guard.
It made my earring fall out.
Oh, talk about doo-doo. What's up, Tasha?
I don't understand where I lose the backs to these earrings.
I don't know. When I had earrings, y'all know I used to have earrings. I had both my ears pierced.
I don't know how I lose the backs. I'm going to stick this in.
I never lose the backs to my earrings.
I'm going to stick this in and hope for the back.
So just leave it. Just one ear. It's good. Yo, when anybody else used to have any boys, any Any men on here?
See?
I'm sorry. Any men on here had
already sauced. Already.
I'm not though.
You are.
Any men on here ever?
It started with the kids. Makes me feel like my kids interrupting my sessions with the clients. Ain't just a me thing. No, it's not. All right, I'm gonna just leave that. I'm gonna just go ahead and leave that up.
What's up, P Diddy? Rashida,
Perry.
Rashida, you remember when I had my ears pierced? I think I had them pierced at Kutztown.
I want to find this back.
Yo.
Yes.
Yo, just go get one of Katie erasers and throw that joint on there. That's what they do in Philly.
Old school.
That's what they do.
All right, I'll be right back. Go ahead.
What they do.
You should get to the topic, my man.
Yo, we got time. The people missed us, man. I should get some of this pizza I got over here. I was in ShopRite today. Yo, I accidentally took something from Home Depot the other day, and I felt so bad. I ain't feel bad enough that I need to walk back in the store and pay for it because it was only $2, but I ain't getting no cart. So I went and got a radiator key, and I ain't had nowhere to put it because I had a whole bunch of stuff in my hand. So I stuffed it in my hoodie pocket. And I was like, when I get to the front, I'm gonna pay for this joint. Man, I got outside. I felt inside. I said, oh shit! If I make it to this car, then they definitely not getting it back. So I got 2 free radiator keys. I don't know what made me think about that. I think about when I was in ShopRite, and sometimes you put your water on the bottom, and I forgot to pay for that joint. I got outside, I was scared as shit. I thought they was gonna come get me. I think about all the money I spent in ShopRite, so.
Listen, water, DeAndre, even though he's a jokester, DeAndre has such a good soul. You know what I mean? He's a kind spirit on the low. So even though he took this thing, it really did eat at his conscience. For the rest of the day.
Nah, I'm about to.
He didn't go back.
I'm about to send people a check in the mail. And shit.
Yeah, seriously, he was like, man, I feel like I should go back and find the person that rang me up. He's like that,
Yo, cause I don't want nobody lose their job and shit. You the reason these radiator keys. Why we lose radiator keys? What you do with them?
I don't touch the radiators.
She right.
So who lost the radiator key?
She right.
Let's talk about losing things. DeAndre loses everything, okay? And it grinds my gears. It really does. I need things to be together. So DeAndre is the person that will say, okay, kids, take your socks off. And I'll never find the left sock again. Even from when they were babies. He would take them to his mom's house or, out or whatever. Bowling alley even. He would come back with a bottle with no top. That's oh my god! When I said that's borderline, that's grounds. That's grounds. It is. It's grounds for divorce. It is. He drives me crazy with that. So he loses everything. So you lost the radiator keys, and that's why you had to go buy some more.
I will not disagree that I believe the radiator keys was last in my possession. The last time we lost the radiator keys, I think you lost them. So I went and bought 2 of them.
But I didn't.
And I think I managed to lose both radiator keys. And I didn't realize how important they were till it got cold. Because we got an old system in this house. Mm-hmm. And in Katie's room, a couple nights, it was a little chilly in there. And it's because her mom lost the radiator key.
All right, let's go back down memory lane a little bit.
All right.
When DeAndre and I first started dating.
Oh, shit.
Okay?
Oh, shit.
He used to take me to the bowling alley with him a lot. The reason why I don't go anymore is because I'd rather chase the children at home than in the bowling alley. When I go there, I want to sit on the lanes. I want to watch him.
She don't watch shit. She just be reading her book or something like that.
I do watch. I do read the book, but I do watch. Whenever he goes up, I stop what I'm doing and I watch him.
I throw a bunch of strikes and shit. She don't never look up. The moment I bowl shit, she be like, "You okay?" Now you want to pay attention.
Don't even go there because I know you.
But I'm about to win a pot.
I know you, and for all your bowlers right here, DeAndre starts talking to himself when he's not bowling good. Okay, he literally talks to the air. I'm not talking to him when he's talking like that, so no, I leave him alone. But anyway, when he goes up, I stop what I'm doing and I watch him. So anyway, I'm going to take it back. I asked to borrow his headphones when we first started dating, and we were in the bowling alley, okay? I know I gave them back to him, okay? He said he didn't. He was like, hey, out the blue, the next day maybe, he was like, did you see my headphones? Basically I lent them to you. I don't think you gave them back to me. And I was like, yo, yes, I did. And he was like, well, I don't have them. I don't think so. So I'm like, you know what? No problem. I'll buy you another pair of headphones. Right? Bought him another pair of headphones. Don't you know he found the damn headphones that I gave back? Yo. 1 week later, it was like, what I do? I found the headphones, and I'm looking at him like.
But I had 2 pair of headphones. Yo, I don't misplace a lot of stuff.
Yes, he does.
The only thing I misplace are my headphones, and even more now with the AirPods because the kids get to them. But other than that, I don't misplace anything.
DeAndre,
what?
How often do you not know where your keys are?
My keys are always on the hook.
That is a lie. Survey says that is a lie.
Go right now.
They're there right now, probably.
Correct, because that's where I put them there.
No, but how often do you not find your keys? That's number one. You lost the damn radiator keys twice. Your headphones all the time, and he got the nerve to be a diva and get the AirPods, right?
Facts.
With no damn cord on it. You can't keep up with the ones with the cord, so you go and buy the cordless ones. And you still lose them, right?
That actually didn't make sense for me to do that.
It did not. It didn't make sense. But you lose those, right? Your wallet.
What?
Where's my wallet? You see my wallet? You see my wallet? You see my wallet? He got to go to the car, come back in, go upstairs, come downstairs. He be scratching his head like this, like, oh. And then man, I had it when I came out of shop, right?
Yo, I see now it's a sore spot. See, I did lose my wallet at ShopRite one day. Yo, can you stop throwing graham crackers?
One day, though? Right? But what about the other times?
No, I lost my wallet, so. I remember I knew I had it because I paid for it at self-checkout. I only go to self-checkout. And I walked outside to the car, and I got in the car, and I had to go. I was on my way home. Had to pull around the corner to go get this diva some coffee. And I went to go get the coffee, so I waited in the line. I go to the front. I go try to pay for it. I'm like, ma'am, I'll be back for that coffee. So I pull out a Dunkin' Donuts. So I go around to Fox Street, back to ShopRite. Now, these places are like 30 seconds apart. So I go back. This lady parked in my parking spot. I'm like, they got my fucking wallet. Actually, nope. They parked in my parking spot. So I got out, and they sitting in the car. So I'm looking all underneath the car. They looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, oh, just looking for my wallet. I said, y'all see a wallet? No, we didn't. So I go back inside. I'm looking around. They know we ain't see it. I go to customer service. They ain't see it. I go to security. I'm like, yo, I think I lost my wallet right here. Can y'all check the cameras and shit? I don't know how I work the cameras. You got to come back. So I came back, right? So boy checked the cameras. They see that I had used my wallet, I used the card, and I put my wallet back in my hoodie. So I know I lost it outside. When I originally got there, when I got back outside, them ladies had took off. So they was gone. I wound up going back to the store like a day later, and my wallet was there. Now, I normally don't keep money in my wallet, but all my money was gone. I had like maybe $190 in there. And I had canceled all my cards. So I had no way to access my bread. All that to say, I misplace stuff sometimes. Like, it's not often and shit, but like...
It is often. That's the point of this. It is often.
Sometimes... Darnell, when you come to Philly, dog, I'm going to cook you. That's all I want you to know. All right, hold on. Let's see what they talking about.
Let's see what they talking about. Okay, wait. Let me scroll back up. Okay. Damn, we missed a lot. Okay, your mom is drinking Sweet Red.
My mom always drinking.
All right.
Always
Iman said you going to hell.
Iman said that?
Yep. Val said Aunt is a good soul too. We got a lot of laughs. Aunt said I'll never put things back. Let me beat at Val before she says it. Tasha said
hold on. Wait, before we get to Tasha's comment. Before we get to Tasha's comment, Anthony, I love to hear you admit that you don't put stuff back.
Okay.
You know that? Because I know who does not put stuff back.
We're not talking about me right now. I'm gonna let you get to me, but let me get to the comments. All right. Drink. Tasha said she used to throw the whole bottle away. Jill said that would drive me crazy. Okay, Jill. All right. I wonder why he be winning. Gotta pay for socks and keys. Alexis said you guys are perfect for YouTube.
Thank you.
We working on it.
We
working on it, Alexis. Everybody laughing. Yo, the Joneses are back. That's Sax money. All right. My son asked if Bold Talk is just you guys fighting. No, well, maybe.
This love though, like
right? It's all love.
It's
like,
marriage though,
I love
right?
him and all that.
And we talking about marriage again today.
I love him and all that. That's how I normally say it too. All right. It was a good laugh. Fact, you misplaced your heart and being a scrub in basketball.
Don't laugh at that. Darnell's not funny about his basketball, so he likes to cook him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cook him again.
The paper towels get got all the time. My AirPods are currently lost. See? Yeah, I don't know where my AirPods are. They're both in the case. It grinds my gears. Jet talk. It does.
Having kids make you lose your mind. You forget a lot of stuff.
He lost this, but I don't. This was the headphones was before the kids, so he just forget them. All right, he don't put anything back, and they laughing. All right.
Yo.
He loses stuff all the time. That's
so I get frustrated because Candace don't put nothing back. Every day the kids like this, all they want to eat is French toast sticks. I'm even mad I said it because the kid here, he's going to want some. All she got to do is put the damn syrup back. She'll use the syrup, put it on the island, right? And cuss me out. I hate when the island got shit on it, right? But won't take nothing off the island though, right? If she needs something that's behind the syrup, instead of putting it back in the cabinet, she'll move the syrup out the way to get what she got to get and going out the kitchen. And I'll be like, can you do that? So what I do petty stuff. Like, I won't put it back in the cabinet until I know she right there watching me put the shit back. Because I will do that. I use something and I put it back. Like, I stay using the hot sauce. And we need some more hot sauce. We put that on the list. I always put the hot sauce back. Shit gotta go back. If you want to know why I ain't put the juice back just now, because it's harder to get into the refrigerator and I gotta pour your son some more juice. But I put stuff back. You know why? Because I wanted to be right where I needed to be every single time. Candace, shit ain't never weird. Candace do go upstairs and get my charger from the wall. I go up and get it. That shit up on her dresser. Like, it's in a totally different place.
I'm the one that got cut open for them to take the kids out, okay? I lost a piece of my mind when that happened.
Yo,
seriously.
Go get the charger out the wall. That should be on the dresser. I spend 20 minutes trying to find it. I come downstairs. Oh, don't even say thank you. Oh.
That's not true.
Oh.
That's not true. Oh. I always say thank you. First of all. Second of all, I'm going to go back to Iman's comment. It is hot. I was cold.
Yo.
I'm going to go back to Iman's comment and say, kids make you lose your mind. And I am one of those, okay? Now, DeAndre has watched me, okay? He has watched me get sidetracked. So I will take something out of the cabinet, start doing something else, and forget to put it back. So I'm not like doing it on purpose. I'm not like intentionally trying to be lazy. I just get sidetracked because then I'm on to the next thing and I forgot about it.
Don't get sidetracked. That's the thing. You can't let yourself get sidetracked. You gotta put it away right when you do it. Let me tell you how Candace gets sidetracked, right? So leading up to this, right, because I have gave her this ultimatum earlier when I was out working errands. Text her like, yo, this bowl talk happening tonight with or without you. Like, yo, this joint going down.
And my response, LOL.
I get back to the crib, you know what I mean? Chilling, doing shit. She upstairs.
Randy, we always multitasking.
That's cool. Just don't get sidetracked while you're multitasking. Just focus. Never mind. But, so, I'm like, Candace, yo, what's up with this bowl talk? I done pop pizzas in the oven. The kids is eating. She like, all right, you know what I mean? I'm about to do my thing. I'll be down in a couple minutes. 45 minutes go by. So now I'm sending eyeballs on the text message and shit. Like, hey, like, what's up? She talking about send me the picture that we took at Katie's birthday party, right? It's fucking 4 months ago. So I'm like, all right, I'll send it to you. 20 minutes go by. I'm like, yo, what's up? She like, oh, I was working on this. She gonna send me a graphic of a picture that we're gonna use for future like Bold Talk promotion. I'm like, that has nothing to do with Bold Talk right now. Like, she got sidetracked. Like, the focus was to get your ass ready to come down here to do Bold Talk. And next thing you know, she's designing Bold Talk marketing materials for some shit that's irrelevant to right now. Like, we gotta get back for the people, get the people what they want.
Look, I get sidetracked like that all the time, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all about my personality. I'm very quirky. I am. Like, I don't know, like, I'm a little weird, okay? So, like, My mind is all over the place. I'm sorry.
And
I would probably be a hippie.
And I'm type A.
On the low.
And I'm like obsessive compulsive about a lot of stuff. I'm type A.
He is. So speaking of that,
that makes
we're gonna go into the floors. Okay. I don't know if we talked about this before.
We did 1,000 times.
Okay.
This shit corny now. We don't need to talk.
Oh, it's corny because the hot seat is on you.
No,
it's corny as the hot seat is on you.
No,
meanwhile, just last week,
it's hot because you got
last week he's like, we gotta clean the house. I'm gonna mop the floors. We gotta clean the house.
All right,
I'm gonna mop the floors.
Y'all want to know what really happened? This is what's funny shit. No, I'm about to tell it because Katie's teacher told a funny story earlier, So, all right, we chilling downstairs, right?
Iman said mommy brain is a real thing. I just wanted to say that before we go to the next topic.
So speaking of the floors, like I'm a little obsessive with them and shit, right? And I picked the oddest and weirdest times to want to address the dust or mop the floor. I'm a hot spotter. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hot spotter. I may not mop the entire floor one time, but I'm gonna get them hot spots and all shit, right? So I'm sitting there, we chilling. I'm chilling downstairs and I hear something and shit. So I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? And it sounded like, that something was wrestling with something. So I look for the cats and can't find the cats. So I'm thinking it's a mouse. So I go look over by one of the plates where the electrical outlets is. I want to move to the side a little bit, but I had to address that. So I moved it. And I'm like, all right, Candace, I think it might be a mouse in there, right? So Grey Worm, that's the young cat, the little hype one, he come down. And Grey Worm is acting a little stir crazy.
What up, colleague?
A little stir crazy in the corner. So we come to the idea, come on, man, that it might be a mouse over there. So we like, fuck it, let's pull everything out. Operation, we gonna catch this mouse. We start pulling out the couches and cleaning toys underneath the couch and
Operation DeAndre is gonna catch this mouse because I will kill a bug. I will hunt the bug down, but I don't do rodents.
So we pulling out the couches and shit and pulling out toys. And I was like, let me go get the broom. But anytime I go get the broom, the mop is soon to follow. So here we are possibly trying to catch the mouse that we haven't seen. And I was like, you know what? Let me just mop this little area. Mop this little area under the couch real fast because, and she like, for real, we're trying to catch the mouse.
Everything we doing, he let me see if I can find some holes. Let me stuff it with the steel wool, the umbrella. Let me go ahead and mop.
Let me
just mop. I think mopping is the answer to catching the mouse.
So I was just trying to do it, We got two cats. Wish a mouse would. Kylie, right? So we found 2 holes and we stuffed them. And my neighbor had came over and he had took some wood and nailed it in and we kind of blocked up one of the holes and shit like that. But that mouse had to just be passing by.
It was
because
passing through.
I would say
it's colder now.
I would say in the 10 years that I was staying here, and since I've had that cat, I've only seen less than a handful of mice. Yeah. And the last time it was when they was doing renovations next door, so they came over here. But I wish that mouse would. That Jones gone. You prefer a mouse over a roach? I think you're right about that though, Iman. I don't know what to say about it though. Yo, son, you feel that? You feel that chin hair, son? Yeah. Sorry. The DeAndres in his crib got jokes.
Oh my God! Shoot. I just wanted to reach and get something.
See, that's domestic violence, and we will talk about that.
I think that is justified.
We will talk about that. Auntie Allie said, "Hey JJ, say hi, Auntie Allie." Oh, there you go. Gave you the thumbs up.
I would burn every mouse alive if I had the chance. I hate them. Yeah, I don't do rodents. Okay.
Is that like a Haitian way of getting rid of mice? Like burn? I ain't never heard nobody offer to burn a mouse. Huh? Your thumb?
Okay.
Let me show you about your thumbs. Yo, do your Spider-Man. Not quite sure what the
Nana said, hey, Bigums.
Say hi, Nana. There go cousin Khalik. He like you, Khalik. He be like, yo, cousin Khalik. Khalik.
All right. Anyway, the moral of the story is, okay.
I will use any opportunity
to
address the hot spots on the floors.
To mop.
Because I just don't get it. Like how.
Oh my God, it's cold outside. Let me mop.
like juice was spilled, and don't nobody want to make sure that the floor is not sticky. We got hardwood floors. Like, how don't y'all want to address that? Like, I want to address.
You know what I do? I get the Mrs. Myers and spray it, and then wipe it with a paper towel. That's how I address it. Okay? He's like, you know what? I'm a mop from door to door.
You got to sometimes.
All right, Mochis.
Coquito, my coworker made me a bottle. I'm about to have a drink before heading to bed.
Yeah.
I know that's right. We caught a mouse in my old apartment in Temple. My boy shot him while he was alive with his BB gun. I feel like everybody I know that went to Temple got stories about mice. Like,
yo, I do too. That's why I don't mess with the rodents. We used to live on Girard, and my old roommate, my homie, one of my close friends, Amelia's on here, and the mice used to play tag. I don't do the rodents, okay? Like, they would literally come out and like bump into each other like this and then run back. I don't do that. I do not do the rodents.
I'm about to bribe him with some Halloween candy. Yo, Candace, so ask them about they oodles and noodle preference.
Yo, okay. I want y'all to drop in the comments right now and tell us, how do y'all... Oh, look, see? Amelia right here. She said, yes. We all got a story, okay? 17, 18, remember? No, sir. No,
don't
sir.
Don't talk too much about
ma'am.
your whole days now.
First of all,
don't bring up.
There was no hoeing in that apartment.
Don't bring it up now.
There was no hoeing in that apartment.
Don't tell too much.
Anyway,
now.
We want to ask y'all this
old
question.
Married women.
Up, DeAndre. We want to ask y'all this question. How do y'all make y'all oodles and noodles?
Yeah.
Has
Oodles and Noodles ever caused conflict in your household?
I'm gonna tell you why it's caused. I don't want to say conflict. Well, yes, it has.
Conflict.
Not no real conflict, but a little like back and forth a little bit. Because DeAndre just goes and fills up a pot of water.
I'll talk about how I prepare my own oodles and noodles. You can talk
and
about yours.
I took a bay. This wine gets
talk
to
a
me.
bay. I start talking about whole shit. You talk about a bay. See? Yo. All right. So with the oodles and noodles, right? Listen said them things nasty. Yo, listen, that Rasta pasta you made earlier this week, shit was popping. That's a whole nother story we got to tell.
A whole nother story.
Yeah. Anyway, so with oodles and noodles, right? It take 3 minutes to cook, but I don't operate like that. So I will get my pot and I will fill it up with water. I actually use cold water. And for some reason, some people use hot water, say make it boil faster. I don't know the aerodynamics on boiling, so I just use what I use. And then I put the pot on the stove. I turn the heat all the way up, because it make it boil faster. I don't put my noodles in the pot until the water is all the way boiling. Now, Iman, we're talking about boiling water. We're talking about the ramen noodles, not the cup of noodles.
Right, ramen.
So, once I see the water is boiling, I will crunch up my noodles while it's still in the pack, and I'll pull it open. And at that point, I'll stick my hand in there and I pull out the pack. I shake off the little bit of crumbs so I can get all the noodles in there. Hold up, wait a minute, and then I will turn them over and I drop them in there.
Right. How long you keep them in for?
Until they look like they're ready to be eaten.
Right.
Sometimes it can be 5 minutes, but my noodles are extremely soft.
Right.
They're extremely soft.
Right.
And at that point, I'm not even going to get into seasonings yet. I'm just going to talk about my preparation. Talk about your preparation.
No. Go to your seasonings. Go from beginning to end.
So then
I'm going to tell y'all about mine.
Because I only eat the chicken flavor. So I put in the chicken seasoning. Bet. I like stuff a little spicy. So I put some pepper in there. Bet. I might do like 3 or 4 drops of hot sauce. Bet. And then I do a little garlic powder in there. Swirl it all up.
Thomas said too much work, pimp.
It is, but
that's how I cook mine. That's what Tanya said.
I do pour my water out a little bit before my seasoning.
Nah, I can't do sauce.
Hold up, we still talking about my noodles. See, that's why DeAndre eat them, because they my noodles. I pour a little bit of water out before I do my seasoning, because I don't want it to be all in the water.
DeAndre noodles are weird.
Right. So then, after I do that, I doctor it up in the pot, and then I pour it in a bowl, and then I eat my noodles.
Hey,
10 minutes later, I eat my noodles.
Man, this is a quick snack. Hold on. I was reading everything. You don't got to go back. Man, this is a quick snack. Ain't no gourmet meal. That's a lot for some ramen. Okay, Russell? Okay, so now we're going to get into Mommy Candace.
And Paul,
everybody calls
you
me now,
tell
right?
me if her shit gourmet or not.
It is a little gourmet, but we're going to get into Mommy Candace now, okay? Similar to rice. You know, for my cooks out there, okay? Normally, it's a cup of rice, 2 cups of water. That's how you make the rice, right? That's how I make my oodles and noodles. And I believe that's what it says.
Never measure no water when you're making your oodles and noodles.
I always do the water when I'm making my oodles and noodles.
You
know why?
It?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God.
Yes, I do. I know where the 2 cups line is on the measuring cup. I fill it up with hot water. You know why? Because I don't want to wait for my water to boil. Okay? Hot water in my measuring cup.
Thank you, Ref. Thank you, Tanya.
What?
They said I'm correct.
No.
Thank you.
No. Hot water in my measuring cup, okay? And I pour it. Actually, yes, I do. And I pour it into the pan. This is way number 1. This is when I'm not trying to be fancy. I need it to be done quickly, okay? Hot water, 2 cups, pour it in the pan, okay? Now, when it starts bubbling in like a minute, okay, I put the noodles in, break it up a little bit inside the pot. I boil it for 2 minutes. You know why? I don't want no soggy ass noodles. I want my noodles to have a snap. You know what I'm saying? You know how I got the little wave in the oodles and noodles? Excuse me. You know how I got the little wave in the oodles and noodles? I want my shit to snap back, okay? I want it to, like, when I get it on the fork, I want it to be like, okay? That's what I wanted to do. It's still soft, but it just give a little snap. It's not all slimy like, you know, like that. He likes slime. I don't. So, like, 2 minutes, maybe 3. Stir it up a little bit. Now, I pour some of the water out, okay? Because you don't want it to be too soupy, because then it loses its flavor.
Yeah, Paul,
I pour just a little bit of the water out. I put the seasoning packet in, mix it up, and give it. Just like that. That's when I'm not trying to be fancy, okay? That's when I'm not trying to be fancy.
He said, you can't overcook noodles, champ. They're supposed to be something.
No, you can overcook noodles because his noodles expand in the whole pan like this. And then it's slimy. And like you can't even, it's like, you gotta,
yeah.
I want mine to snap back a little bit, right? I want it to be like.
When I'm slurping out my noodles, and it's going to sound a little graphic, but when they, you know, I don't want to say, I can't say it, but when I'm slurping my noodles, and the noodles is waving around, I get a little juice on my shirt because when it's like it swing back on my shirt.
His noodles are slimy.
However,
they're slimy.
Candace noodles be crunchy. Like they
don't be crunchy.
They be potato chip crunchy.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Crunchy. Yes.
They do not be crunchy. You're lying.
Like
no, they don't.
I swear to God, Candace make her noodles like this. She open the pack, drop them in that joint, and then pour them into the bowl.
2 minutes.
It should be that quick. No,
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. My son ate the whole pack yesterday. 2 minutes. Now, when I'm trying to be fancy, or when everybody in the family wants oodles and noodles, here's where we start to go sideways. Because DeAndre, with his little expanding noodles in the pot and all of that stuff, he don't know how to make one more pack.
So I will admit that he
can't make 2 packs at a time. He can only make 1 pack at a time. He has to dump everything out and then start again.
No, I have not mastered the art of making more than 1 pack of.
So here's what Mommy Candace does, okay? Mommy, you remember what I said about the rule? 1 pack, 2 cups. If I got 4 packs, how many cups? Mm-hmm. Okay? I put it in the thing. And then I make it that way. Same deal. But except it's not going to be 2 minutes. It's going to be a little bit longer because I got more than 1 pack in there, okay?
Uh-oh.
But still,
I was like, yo, everybody's definitely Randy on your side, Paul on your side. But then Patrick came through. He said, yo, hot water doesn't boil faster. That might be a scientific
I think we should try that.
We not. Chef Ramsay,
not tonight.
Smooth out for cooking.
But I think we should.
Yo, cause she did make some good butter crab legs. So she did. She definitely did.
That's what Mommy Candace. Now, when I'm trying to be gourmet, when I don't want the oodles and noodles, when I'm trying to make the ramen,
this messes me up.
It messed them up. When I'm trying to do the ramen, here's what I do. Here's where I do put the cold water in the pot because I add eggs, okay? And I go ahead and I boil my eggs, all right? And I boil them for a good 10 to 15 minutes. Okay? I boil them
the
eggs.
egg first.
And
then drop in the noodles.
And then I drop the noodles in. Okay? And then I still do my whole 2-3 minutes. Mix it all up. If I'm trying to be extra fancy with my ramen, okay, I'll put a little adobo or something in there. Okay, for DeAndre, I gotta give him the sriracha because that's what he likes.
Yo, adobo.
I gotta put the sriracha in there with the adobo.
Speaking of adobo,
wait, hold on, babe.
I never used adobo until I got with you.
Yeah, because most people use Lawry's.
Lawry's, that's right. You coming from New York with Sazon.
Adobo.
Adobo.
We use Sazon too. Okay? So anyway.
Too much work, cuz.
It's not too much work. So anyway, I do all of that. Then you want to leave the juice in there because it's a whole ramen, like a pho. Y'all eat pho? The noodle soup? That's what it is. You're doing the whole gourmet.
That shit's stupid. Why isn't it pronounced pho?
Who knows?
That shit fucking pho. Pho. FHO. Of course you hot. That fucking shit was itching my arms.
I was cold.
I just farted. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yo, it's so funny now, right? So our youngest child is 2 now. It's been many months since y'all seen him, but he's really engaging with this whole vocabulary and he's talking. So if anybody farts in this house, the first thing she does is DeAndre, did you fart? You already stinking. I'm like, yo, it don't be me. It be the kids. So we chilling, like we in the room and we laying down.
No, we was in the car yesterday.
No, it happened before that though. But either way, okay. Same concept. We chilling. Candace like, DeAndre, did you fart? And I'm like, no. See, he about to do it. She's like, DeAndre, did you fart? And I be like, no. All of a sudden, all we hear is, Man farted. Like, the baby nickname, Man.
Wrong DeAndre
so, farted. He be like, Man farted. Out of nowhere, like, nobody even be talking to him. You didn't fart it? You didn't? Did Daddy fart? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. But he came out of nowhere like, Man farted. It was like, yo. That happens sometimes.
Jeez.
That wine is warming her up.
It is. Sure is, child.
Yo, I always be hot. You don't want no more?
I'm sweating. I got sweat all right here.
I ain't gonna never go to sleep because the only way we keep me quiet, I keep feeding me this Halloween candy.
Yeah, and you should stop because if my kid gets cavities, I'm gonna be mad.
He definitely gonna get cavities. That's why we gotta shut the dental insurance.
No, that's not funny.
Yo, just a little brush his teeth, and he love brushing his teeth. I never met a kid that loved to brush their teeth so much.
More than him.
Katie don't like brushing her teeth.
No, she don't. She's a dirtbag. I will say that I'm a dirtbag too.
Man, he will brush his teeth all goddamn day. He did man brush his teeth.
I want to brush my teeth.
And he go in there and he want to do it all by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
All right, what else you talking about, y'all?
So, let's talk about merge.
Why?
Let's talk about merge. This thing called marriage, man. Yo, so marriage is tough, yo. It's tough because
listen, we ain't gotta do all of that.
You gotta warm it up.
I'm gonna warm it up right now. Here's the really real.
Why DeAndre, one ass here to just
DeAndre and I have been looking at our timelines and everybody getting divorced.
People getting divorced, yo.
Everybody getting divorced now. And so we was like, yo, what you think it is? You know what I mean? Like, we're only in our like mid-30s at this point. Like, did they get married too young? Like, what do you think it is? And so, you know, we started talking about that.
We was having a conversation, you know what I'm saying? And I said, yo, personally, I think the whole process of an engagement, it needs to be a little more like official. Like the same way getting married becomes official as legal doctrine. You gotta go through this whole process to do it. The engagement process.
Iman said no thank you. I mean leave now.
The engagement process needs to be a little more official. The shit kinda needs to be like a residency that doctors do after they graduate med school. Like you work at a hospital for a handful of years and then you become a doctor. Like I feel like you shouldn't be engaged for longer periods of time before you get married, because I don't think that people really know their partners as well as they thought they did. Now, that's assuming that I can push it through. That's assuming that the marriage don't end for like infidelity issues, right? But sometimes they end because people just don't see eye to eye on things. They they're not who they thought that person was, right? But I feel like there's certain things you can learn about a person that you just can't learn about them in a year and a half, right? 2 years, right? Especially when it comes to living with somebody. Like, I feel like people should live together for quite a while before they decide to get married.
And that's so taboo, I feel like, with certain
the way
cultures.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's taboo to live together first. Before, taking that next step, because that's like it's one of those things where everybody's like, you don't want to give away the milk for free and all of this other stuff. Like,
buy the cow,
what? Right? Like, why do I have to then propose to you if you already living here and we acting like we married already?
But I think that the proposal part can come before you live together. Okay. However, I think that the amount of time, like in that engagement phase, needs to be a little more of a formalized process. It needs to be like a 3-year process so you could get to really learn who the hell you're going to be marrying and that you're going to stay with for an extended period of time or not. The challenge with marriage is you're marrying that person for who they are that day, that time of their life, especially when you get married young. And I can tell you, 35-year-old DeAndre is much different than 30-year-old DeAndre, much different than 25-year-old DeAndre. And y'all get where I'm going with this. Same thing with Candace, same thing with everybody else in the world. So if you're not growing together, you're growing in this direction, and the things that tick you off, like this
I think the challenge is, and I don't want to speak on the engagement period yet, but the challenge with marriage so far, and again, we don't even have 10 years married, right? We're not 10 years married. We ain't got 10 years in the game being married. But like, I feel like the challenge is that you have to grow as an individual, right? Because like you said, at 25, you're different. You're different from 25 than you are at 30 than you are at 35, right? So the challenge is, how do I grow as an individual, but also grow together as a unit? That is a tough thing to do, because you are still changing and evolving and finding yourself and all of those things. But then at the same time, you have to make sure that with your growing, that you still are part of a unit with your growth. So like,
and then add the kids.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and then you have all the things that start to like, play a part in it. So like, hold on, what they saying?
No, finish your thought, and then we can get the comments.
So as far as the engagement period, I feel like if you have a long engagement, like chances are you won't get married, because I feel like nothing is going to be bliss 100% of the time. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like yes, you should like get to know your person, but again, we're always going to be changing just as people. So like the thing is, if you decide that y'all are going to be together, like you need to start figuring out, how does this person handle conflict or something, or like when things get thrown their way, because then maybe that can give a clue as to how they're going to react when some like big shit happens between us in a marriage. So like for DeAndre and I'm the one that changed first. I'm the one that changed early on. Because like I had everything from the time I got pregnant and all of that stuff flipped my life upside down. So I'm the person that changed. So we had a rough patch in the beginning. And this is still kind of the beginning, but like, we're okay. But like, we had a rough patch in the beginning because I'm the person that changed first. And I am waiting for the day where this one, because it's bound to happen. It happens with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody in a relationship goes through something, and then it's like, well, how do we handle this? What do we do? What does it happen? The good thing about it is he's not going to be able to have a baby on me. So like he's stuck with me forever because that is my thing. Like you can't do that you're never seeing me again.
The deal breakers. And
that's a deal breaker, but he can't.
I'm snipped, so I
right. Unless it magically fuse back together, then I mean, if somebody came with a baby that's like 4 years older than Katie, I would be like, okay, come on, I'm gonna accept you and everything because that was before me. Like I'm not that person, but like I'm serious. Yeah, if that happened before me,
all right, so. Like,
yeah, come on. You know what I mean? Like, let's go. I come from a blended family. You know what I mean? I have step parents. Like, come on. Like, it would be a shocker, but like, come on. But you can't do that shit while you with me because then you'll never see me again, sir. But anyway, those are my thoughts about that. You have to figure out how to grow separately and together at the same time, and I feel like that's where that's one of the areas where couples don't navigate well. And the second thing is compromise.
That's a big one.
Compromise. It's very hard to put your pride to the side and come to a middle ground because it means that you do have to give up a piece of you in order to compromise.
And what's so interesting, right? Just about the way that life is designed and the way that society pushes it on us, right? Mm-hmm. We go from this phase of can't do shit for ourselves as children.
This is a male's point of view. I know where he's going with this.
You start getting your independence.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second, okay? You start getting your independence. Next thing you know, you're an adult. You can make all the decisions for yourself. You do whatever you want. You ain't got to think about nobody else, especially if you don't have no kids, young. Don't think about nobody else. And then you start moving back into this phase of life where you have to start thinking about how your actions and everything you do impact those around you, right? And how you can no longer just be completely selfish because when you become an adult, hypothetically, and you're not married or no kids, like you can be extremely selfish. You can live for yourself, do what you want, right? And then you start going into this phase where I'm meeting somebody, and now my decision making can't be selfish, but I've grown so accustomed to being selfish.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something about DeAndre. DeAndre is very, babe. Hold on.
All right.
DeAndre is very candid with me. Okay, we have that type of relationship. We can pretty much say the things that some people wouldn't be able to say to their partners, right? What he's really trying to say is you go from being locked down as a kid, then you get your freedom when you become an adult, and you get locked down again when you're married. That's what he's really trying to say. Dude. You ain't got the sugarcoat it for me. I know where you're going with this. Proceed.
I done said this shit already, but it's just interesting the way it's designed. And then society pushes this, you better be married. You better be married by this certain age. Like, you got to do it this way. And like, when it's all said and done, that's why the fucking divorce rate is so high.
I think for women, right, if you value certain things, we'll hit the comments. If you value certain things, right? So like as nowadays, right, women, we have like careers, we're booming, like we make money, we take care of ourselves and things like that. And so marriage is on the back burner for us, right? But then when we finally do feel like we want to be married, we want to do that and then the kids, right? A lot of times. We did not. We had a baby before we got married but it was still like like I didn't think I would, flip it and do it that way. But so it's like for women, sometimes I'm not going to say 100% of women, okay? I'm going to say like the majority, not 100%. Just putting that out there. There's exceptions to every rule. But like for the majority of women, our bodies are on the clock. You know what I mean? So like after a while, if we know that we want to have children, we know that we have to do it by a certain time if we want the marriage and the kids and this. Because, some people want children and don't want the marriage. That's fine. But, like, if we want that whole thing, we just know that we have to do it by a certain time. Personally, I don't think people should get married till they're 40. But that's that. All right. I think you should live your life. I think you should. I think you should live your life. I think you should do whatever it is that you want to do, whether that is staying in bed all day and watching Netflix and not brushing your teeth, or going and travel the world. I think whatever it is that you want to do, I feel like you should do all of that before you decide to get married and take on those responsibilities, because then you won't feel like you missed out. And then by the time you get to do it again, you can appreciate it again. You know what I'm saying? So like that, those are my thoughts about that. Okay. people prepare for weddings. Things happen and they run. Yes.
So real quick, people do prepare for weddings. Like the weddings sometimes are more important than the actual marriage for a lot of people.
Yeah, and that's not the way
how
it
do
should
I
be.
look on this day?
That's not how it should be. All right, so very taboo as a Muslim. That was about moving in as a Muslim. Haitians ain't with it. You can't live together before marriage, right? It's a lot. It's that any religious household, it don't fly. You know what I mean? I agree with living together after the engagement. Okay, it's crazy because no one is the same person when they are in their 20s versus their 30s. Then your partner is also changing. Then you're evolving as a couple too.
Thanks.
Lots going on. We are still married. The same here. Most friends have split.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. My marriage ain't work because I grew and he didn't. That's another thing. So I decided I needed someone to grow with me. But he wasn't against it. So I decided he was holding me back, left him behind. He grew some more.
Now, Iman, I have a question, right? And you can drop this in the comments, your response. You think your religion had a lot to do with the fact that you grew and he didn't because of his religious views about how his wife should be? I just dropped that in.
I just took a shit. Toilet.
Fell in the living room. Oh, that's some shit I would do.
All right, so Amelia said, yeah, I feel like when people decide they want to make the marriage commitment, they need to also be aware things will continuously change and decide that they will commit to changing and growing together. That's an interesting point. Because what I tell DeAndre sometimes, we have conversations about this sometimes, is that you choose to love and be in love with someone. Love is a choice. So like I feel like yes, to a certain degree you can't help like how you feel about somebody, but like when it comes to loving somebody, being with somebody, it's work. Just like you go to, and I'm not saying it has to be hard work, but it is hard work, right? But like it doesn't have to be hard work to the point where you feel like you're exhausted. Not that type of hard work, but it is work. Just like you go to your job every day, right? And you know that you have your set of responsibilities. You don't necessarily need a micromanager, right? You have your tasks that you do. You know what it is that is expected of you. And every day you have to go in and you have to do that job and you have to put that work in. And then at the end of a week or 2 weeks, however you get paid, you get a paycheck, right? It's the same thing with marriage.
Y'all know what that paycheck is.
You got to work at it daily. You know what I mean?
That paycheck is.
You gotta work at it, and you have to like you can't just like get into it and just like sit there. That's not how that's not what happens. Like you have to be aware. You have to consciously like work at it, and that means that you have to do the compromise, and that means that sometimes you got to hold your tongue. That means that sometimes no, you don't hold your tongue. You know what I'm saying? Like that means that you tell them what's on your mind. Facts. Sometimes you be like, you know what, this is not worth it. Like it's those things that you got to do, and that's involved in the job. So it is a choice to love someone. Like I am choosing you. I choose to be with you. I am choosing you. And so even though I might feel this way here, I still got to do something here.
I get it. You chose me. Like she.
Anyway,
I gotta choose you.
Phil said, "Hell yeah, Team Snip."
Snip.
Aunt met me as a mom, almost 30. We were on 2 different levels, but I think over time we grew together, especially after Mac. Yes. People need to learn how to grow separately and together. Yes. I think the toughest part of my marriage was in my late 30s and early 40s with career change, elders dying, and menopause. Seriously. And I'm
all that mixed up riff.
And that's why I said that happened. I'm the person that changed early on. You know what I mean? Like when I was pregnant, I lost my job, couldn't find another. I had a crazy labor and delivery. You know what I mean? I was sick after that. DeAndre had just started a doctoral program. I was alone and my world had changed upside down. I was that person that was like, yo, my job, I'm climbing the ladder, all of this stuff. And then all of a sudden I'm home all day long with something, a person, something, right, that can't talk and is just crying. And my family is not here. I'm alone. Like, you know what I mean? Like my mother-in-law will come, but she works. So like, you know, my mom is in New York. My sisters weren't here yet. I was alone. So it was just, you know, I'm the person that changed early on. Like it, you know, it went crazy. So like those life things that happen, like for real. And you got to get through that or not.
All
right.
Sonia said, I'm on the 40 wave for marriage personally.
Word.
Sonia, you got a lot going on right now. Just watching your growth and evolution as you grow your businesses. I don't think that unless you had somebody who will be willing to take that journey with you, that it wouldn't be good for you because, number one, he probably would be intimidated by your success. And that's a whole nother conversation, how men are generally intimidated by women's success. But if you can wait to 40 and whatever makes you happy, ultimately, whatever makes you happy is what you need to do.
That's what you need to do. Currently, solo traveling. I agree. Yes. Iman said not one bit. It's time to go back to bowling. LOL. Bowl talk. Love it. Sorry I missed the initial question. What was that referring to marriage? Wait, look. Bitch wasn't religious at all. Iman. Islam gives women more rights than you will ever believe because the media tells you different. He hated how many rights our religion gave me. He was old school with the thought. Okay.
So let me, Peaches, we were talking about how we just noticed that there's a lot of divorce happening, especially around people who are in our age range.
Yeah.
Clearly don't have that many years in. But we just were talking about how do people get there? Should things be different on the forefront, on the foresight of the marriage that will help the marriage last a little longer?
Right.
And we just have flowed from there.
I have a great man now, and he is so flexible. But yeah, I agree. And that's important. All right, relationship/marriage is hard because it requires selflessness, and we are naturally selfish beings. If you think about when you fly on the airplane and they tell your ass this plane going down, forget your kid, forget your mom, forget your wife, put that mask on your face first. Like there are so many things about life that just prepares us to be selfish. And then you got, I'm sorry, you don't have to get married, but then you get married. And then that's not the arena for selfishness. And I am a Taurus and I am selfish and I am stubborn and I'm making it work. I'm making it work. 10-year experience. Okay.
Yeah.
So you want the short answer or my 10-year experience? We want the 10-year experience.
Go ahead, Peachy. I mean, we chilling. The kids quiet. I got more beer. She got more strawberry
wine. Yes.
Let's get to it.
My bowl talk.
Cheers.
Okay.
Yo, so Candace thinks that I'm going to have this midlife crisis where I'm going to go out and buy a motorcycle and I'm going to try to grow my hair back. Just be like, Candace, I don't want to be married no more. And she's wrong.
That's not what I said.
Because I'm not going to try to grow my hair back.
That is not what I said. Okay, that's not what I said. What I said was, this ties into therapy. Okay, it does. This ties into therapy and how men.
Let me get my beer.
As a whole, right? Why am I losing my words tonight? But like as a whole, men and like we've been talking about this for years. The social media, like the media, everyone talks about this. Go ahead. Talks about this for a lot, and that's basically that men, especially black men, do not like seek therapy. So there's like this whole like initiative and everything about men like needing to go to therapy and stuff like that. And so as far as DeAndre is concerned, I told him that sometimes it worries me that like even though, let me take it back. I think we talked about this in another bowl talk, but I said that it was important for me with whoever I was with that they had a lot of sexual partners. Okay. Here's why. Because I just felt like that wine, right, Tanya? It's because I felt like men, when they get to the phase where they're like, oh, wait a minute, I think I might be missing out on life. They all of a sudden want to, yes, man. He going to the bathroom. They all of a sudden want to like branch out and like do all the things, right? Let me get a motorcycle. Like they want change in their life. They want something exciting because like they've gone through one thing and then going to the next and going to the next, right? So it becomes like I need some change. I need some excitement, all of this stuff. And so that's when you start to get like the midlife crisis. And that's when you start to get the like, I want to go and get the young girl because she keeps me, feeling however, whatever, right? So it's important for me because at that point, it's like you already know what it's like to have a lot of partners, right? So like you don't feel like you missed anything, basically. That's like a prerequisite for being in a relationship with me. Like I need to know what your number is, and if it's less than 25, I can't be with you. That's legit, right? Second of all, as far as the whole like, so I'm gonna tie it into the whole therapy thing, right? So I feel like men have a lot of things that they need to work out. Um, it's no secret that like society doesn't make it comfortable for men to be able to express themselves however they want to express themselves, whether that is a cry, you know what I mean, or whether that is a like let me unload and like dump all my thoughts on you real quick. Like society doesn't make it easy for men to be able to do that, especially black men, and they carry a lot of weight on their shoulders and they carry a lot of things inside. And so I told DeAndre that like I don't want him to wake up one day and be like, you know what? F all of this. I just want to go do me. You do you. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go over here. I just need a change. And I want some, I want to be able to do like whatever. And so I feel like that's where the midlife crisis comes in, like lots of men go through that phase where they just feel like they want that, like that change, whatever it is that like they've gone through in their lives, or, maybe it's been stagnant, or maybe, whatever it is, they fall into a routine or whatever, and then later on, as we start to get more and more comfortable, they're like, this is not the fuck working, and I need to go, then it starts to be like, I don't want to be here no more, like I don't want to be with you, I just need to go, like I want to just do whatever I want, so I just feel like there's some things to work out, and I would prefer,
here go Anwar,
DeAndre.
She preaching because she hot drunk off your coquito. That's why.
I just need DeAndre to start to figure some of those things out now. Now, I don't feel like I am one of those that like keep him on the ball chain like that. We have small children, right? So like to a certain degree, I do want him home more than I want him out.
Can I go watch the fight tomorrow night?
Hold on, we're not talking about that
I'll
right
let
now.
you know, bro.
But I want him home more than I want him out and hanging out in the street, because we have young children and I don't want to shoulder that responsibility. We already talked about how I'm the one that had changed early on, right? And I felt very alone. And it wasn't that he was purposely doing that. He school and doctoral program, and I don't have family here, right? So like it was that whole thing. So like as the kids get older, like we can start working out, me getting a life, and I feel like I'm starting to get one. And then him, doing the things that he likes to do, because DeAndre is very social. He has always been that way. I knew who I married, right? That's right. So, like, I know to a certain degree he needs that. But, this is where the give and take and the compromise comes in, right? So, like, anyway, to bring it all back, I need him to figure all that stuff out before he does get to a place in life where he's just like, fuck it. I don't want to do this no more. I'm going to go cap a shimmy over here real quick, and I'm going to slide. I don't got time for all of that because I'll cut him.
Yeah, she will cut me. She will cut me. But, so, you brought up the T word and shit.
What's that?
Therapy.
Oh, yes.
And I think therapy is very important. Not just couples therapy, but individual therapy. Mm-hmm. So I'll self-disclose. I'm currently in therapy by myself.
And I encourage him.
And we've been
and I don't ask him his business either. Hold on. Let me just say this. I don't ask him his business either. Whatever he discussed with her, that's on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to do, like, if that's what you need, or, you just want to try it out, like, whatever. Go ahead. Like, that's on y'all.
We've been to therapy and self-disclosing more. Like, post marriage, like, not premarital therapy, like, after we was married, we've been to some marriage couples therapy, whatever shit called. Been drinking. But I'm in therapy by myself right now, and this shit is amazing. Like, I feel so good after my therapy sessions, and I would recommend it to everybody. Like, I've learned a lot about myself, and I feel like I'm, we talked about we're growing and stuff like that. We're different in the 30s from our 20s and shit like that. Like, I'm learning so much about myself and why I am who I am. And I'm discovering more of this shit in therapy. This shit is great, man. Like, I might wake up one day and be like, I just want to be happy, Candace.
Yeah, as long as you do that shit
So
and be
no.
here and be happy. I don't know, fuck.
I
be
just
here
say,
and be happy. Don't go over there and be happy because I'll have to track you down. That's all.
I just would say if anybody's interested in doing therapy, you ever thought about it, you probably should do it.
Hold on, let's get to the comments and we'll go back to that. Pete just said she was married at 22. I don't like to say there's a correct age to get married because everyone grows and matures at a different rate. I think 22 is too young.
No, it's another one coming.
Yeah, it is. All right, all right. So true. As a therapist, midlife crisis is not a thing. Candace is preaching. Do you think that's a maturity thing, though? All right. Pete just said the one key thing I will say is truly knowing yourself, which at 22 you do not.
You can't know yourself at 22. You think
which took some time and life experiences to figure out. The other is being able to grow with your partner. Be ready to deal with challenges and work together. Don't take the it'll get better approach and tackle the issues head on. All right, go ahead. What Ian Ross said?
He was calling me Dr. Jones before I had any degree. Yeah. That is facts.
All right. Just finished therapy. Was reluctant to go, but things were unpacked.
So Phil, did you do Black Men Heal? Is that what you did?
Men's group with my man Phil is great. All right.
So I've done actually quite a few different therapy options, right? So we had our marital counseling and shit like that. But then one time, me and a couple of my frat brothers who were all married and we were all fathers, we decided to get together to kind of discuss just some of the challenges and obstacles that we face and learn how you can overcome them. It didn't last too long, but we did it maybe about 3 times, and this shit was cool. But Phil, you doing Black Men Heal? I don't know if you answered that.
Yeah. So.
But this shit is great. Another close friend of ours encouraged me to go to therapy, and he told me a lot about how it helped him put some pieces to the puzzle together with his life and how he is. And I'm glad I did it. I get 8 sessions right now. I'm halfway through at my 4th session this past week. I'm really thinking about continuing. I was a little nervous about the match, and when we went and did our marital counseling, we had a Black woman, and we were like, all right, in hindsight, maybe we should have had someone else. This time around, when I was answering the questions, I thought I could have benefited from a Black male, just because they would have a little bit more perspective and a little more context to the lives that we live and stuff like that. But they paired me with a Black woman, and she's young. Like, when you think of a therapist, you think of somebody that's middle-aged, got a lot of experience, salt and pepper hair, and that's going to talk to you. But she's the same age as we are, and she's very professional. She's very good, but she's helped me really unpack a lot about my life, told me about myself, why I am the way I am, and what is rooted in. And I'm like, yo, she's spot on. She's spot on.
And I just feel like he needed someone other than me to say some things to him, because, people close to us can tell us things, but we hear it differently when an outsider says it. So, he needed that. I don't ask him what they talk about. If he wants to share, he shares. And if he doesn't, then he doesn't.
I'll send it to you, Phil. It's they have different cohorts that they have. And I don't know the numbers because I wasn't given a number, but I know somebody else that just did his application last week. And I'm pretty sure that he's going to be put on relatively soon, because the process from when I started the application to when I started my sessions was like a 2-week time frame. There's 8 free sessions, so I'll send you that information. I'm glad you did that. See?
Did what?
You poured into my soul. Either that or you didn't want me to wake up and be like, yo, I'm out and shit. So either way, whatever reason you did it,
I got your back.
Good looking out, though.
I just want you to, I just want you to be good.
Good looking out, though.
That's right.
We back, yo. 1 hour, 12 minutes of some
good-ass
bowl talk. Y'all enjoy the bowl talk today? For the 22 people that's still here?
Yeah, people will see it at their leisure, and that's okay.
Damn, I think I had some more stuff to say about marriage when I went upstairs and took this leak. I think it all drained out of me what I was going to say. You know what I'm saying? I washed my hands to smell. If I didn't, I got you. All right, I washed my hands. I washed my left hand because I used my right hand. That was actually backwards and shit.
Mm-hmm. The sauce is getting to you too.
What's awesome, Mom?
The therapy.
The therapy? Yeah. Cause I used to be like, yo, my mom used to beat the shit out of me. It's like, no.
You stop it. Okay?
I'm joking.
Yeah, but you know how you be always picking on your mother.
I don't be picking on her. She used to beat me with this one sandal. What was they called? Not Birkenstocks. My mom had this one sandal she got every year. And I'd be like, yo, how the hell she get new one? Because I threw it away. And every summer I get beat with this hard, thick rubber. You know, everything back in the day was good quality. Like the rubberest of the rubber, okay? The thickest of the thickest. And she would beat my tail with that. And I used to throw them away all the time.
Stop bashing your mother.
I'm not bashing her. She did a damn good job.
Yeah, but you still ain't telling me what was being said about me.
Who?
That's what Iman said.
Oh, no. Wait, no, Iman, what happened was when we were going to log on and we were about to start the live, we were about to tag all the people that we knew was going to tune in and stuff and like that. And stuff. So we was like, yo, tag Iman, tag Aunt, tag Val, you know what I mean? The people who the regulars and stuff like that, yo. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but Riff, you loved it, my man. Hey, can I go to Riff House tomorrow night? Let's see if she tell me.
I'm not answering you on the
why?
Side. You're not baiting me into that.
What do you mean?
You're not baiting me into that.
That's my dad. That's right. What about after the kids go to sleep?
You're not baiting me into that.
I just want to watch the fight. It's a Philly fighter fighting.
You're not baiting me.
And we're gonna play a little poker and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. You're not baiting me into that.
Marriage combos with peers are always the move. They are, Phil. You just gotta ask the right one of your peers, because there was some people, there was some peers in my group that ain't married no more, and we did that not that long ago. So, she beat you and you turned out fine. I did. You know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't skipped no days when we was at Bodine. Like, I was scared as shit to cut class. I tell you, I was scared of mama. My mom, she told me a story about how she cut class and got caught at McDonald's. I was scared as hell to cut class. Bass Sunjins. This was the first time I checked in on you, and I'm hooked to you guys. Thanks for being real and putting humor in there. Feel good that we all face these hurdles every day.
Yeah, we do.
Thanks, Randy. Me and Randy went to Kutztown together. That was a long time ago. Good old speech comedies.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really long time ago. Appreciate it. So we used to have a thing, and everybody that knows that whenever we were in our bowl talks, the whole family would come in and we do our thing. You ready to end it or no? You are ready to end it? I'm ready to end it. I like talking. I like
we talking, but you know we can't keep people here all night.
So how about we call Katie down and we
Katie
do our
might
thing.
Not want us to come down because
Katie playing Roblox.
I mean, she might not want to come down. Roblox. You always be like Roblox.
I don't know what the game called. Any of y'all kids play Roblox? Roblox. I call it Roblox. Yo, son, get out of here. Yo.
Yeah, she be talking to her friends on there like, hey girl, meet me at Brookhaven. Meanwhile, it's called Brookhaven.
Oh, Brookhaven.
Meet me at Brookhaven.
I pay too much money for her not to be able to pronounce Brookhaven.
Yeah, but they all say it because I hear her on FaceTime and they be like, yeah, girl, I'm in Brookhaven.
Mm-hmm.
I'm broke.
Iman said, because I was talking about you earlier to one of my clients who wants to be a vet but loves drawing, and she's a damn good artist. So I mentioned how you was a doctor but still did stand up here and there. Iman, yo, is actually right. I haven't done a lot of stand up during COVID, but I actually got hit up a few times. I did a comedy happy hour for TD Bank and their like minority leadership. Yo, great word. Their minority leadership group. I did that last week. I hosted a show for a Kappa Alumni Association, and then on December the 18th, I'm hosting a virtual comedy show again. So comedy business about to start picking up again, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to reach out to my peers, see who's trying to get down, make a little bit of money, because I pay these folks. Yo, you ever see me ask you to do some comedy? I ain't asking you to do it for free. I value your time. Yo, Nana said, hey, Bigums. Say, what's up, Nance?
You took me off the parent list?
What you talking about? I don't even know how that works. She talking about that I take off the parent list.
Because I'm trying to go in here and change the settings.
So, my daughter get $20 monthly for that damn game. Yo, I heard, Eric, I heard that parents be paying, like, for that stuff. And I'm cheap. Like, I'm too cheap for that. Like, Katie, Katie ain't getting none of that. She playing whatever the free version is because I ain't give her nothing. Anthony said we need another one soon, please and thank you.
Okay, can y'all put in the comments what day y'all think would be like?
We did that before. We still ain't stick to it.
Yeah, I don't remember. That was months ago.
So let's do it again. Ask them what days they want some bowl talk.
What days do you think would be good for us to do a consistent bowl talk once a week? Drop it in the comments and let us know.
Bowl talk, yo.
And all that good stuff.
Bowl talk, yo. Bowl talk, yo. Yo, this beer number 3. My back moist as hell. I'm sweating like a mother. Sweating like a mother in here, dog. Say, boy, what's today? Friday?
Today's Friday.
Today Friday. Ain't doing nothing all damn weekend except for tomorrow night. Candace let me go to watch this fight.
She was sending me for $10 here and there. Agreed $20 a month.
That's still too much.
Yeah.
That's still too much.
Come downstairs.
Come downstairs, Katie. Katie, yo, she
got the nerve.
She ignored Candace.
Her on video. She yelling from upstairs going, yes, mommy.
Whatever day y'all choose, I'll tune in. Fridays, Corona going up again. We need to be home. Facts. I mean,
we supposed to be home anyway.
She's talking about because I asked to go watch it.
Oh, okay. So everybody said Friday.
What's up, Rashida? What's up, Ashley?
Maybe we'll keep it to Friday for now since everybody is home. But once the world opens up, we might have to switch the days.
Katie, put that down real fast. We about
to say bye.
To sign out real fast. To
the bowl talk. Remember, see you when I see you.
Yo. Katie don't want to get in the camera.
She came downstairs and was like,
she got pajamas on. And I hear that done. Katie say, what's up there, everybody? Oh, look at that. Oh, look.
She came downstairs and was like she didn't want to be here.
Hi, Nana.
Oh, now see, she can read. That's the she hot stuff.
Yo, Katie be reading the comments. She be reading our text messages while we on.
Now listen, I like to read on the Kindle app on my phone, and I read adult content. And sometimes she'd be like, Mommy. I'd be like, girl, get away from here. Okay. You can't be reading what I'm reading right now.
I'll be right back.
Okay? Sure. All right.
We got a Wednesday.
We got 7 or 8. Okay, maybe 8 o'clock. Okay, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. All right. Friday night, Cheers Bowl Talk. I'm going to send her a link for our Gourmet Popcorn fundraiser. I need everybody to support us. All right.
Word. All right, y'all.
All right. We signing out. It's been real, you guys.
Jones Talk.
Jones.
Bowl Talk with the Joneses, whatever. After the drinks. Peace.
All right.
I see
you when I see you. Peace.